Gilbert.
Rodolfo over here. Obviously, fighting in Madison Square Garden is a big deal, and I know you were excited to fight on the main card, but now that you're on the prelims, does it change anything, or does this still feel like a big fight for you against Bo Nickal?
Of course, just fighting at Madison Square Garden, it's a dream come true, and I don't mind if it's gonna be in main card or prelims. I just want to fight.
Do you think the fans kind of make that a bigger deal than it is, the main card versus the prelims?
I don't know. Actually, I don't. That's one thing that I don't think too much. And like I said, I just want to go there and fight. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be in the first fight or last fight.
Fighting Bo Nickal kind of feels like maybe the biggest fight for a middleweight outside of the champion, just because of his name and he's very popular in America. Have you felt more eyes and kind of the magnitude of this fight after you signed to fight Bo Nickal?
No, of course, that's going to be the biggest fight of my career so far. And he's very popular. He's very famous in here in his country. But I try not to think about that and try to do the way that I do always, training and prepare myself as hard as I can to perform as well.
What did you make of his last fight against RDR? Because a lot of people seem to think that was a big jump up for him, and even he said after the fight that he might have to approach the fights differently and not just treat it like a wrestling match, to go out there and do damage and win a fight. So what did you make of his last fight?
Yeah, I think what happened to him happened to me as well in my first loss. And for sure, he's going to learn a lot after he will learn a lot after this loss. But it's MMA. You cannot get there and think you're going to win just with one martial arts, maybe with jiu-jitsu or wrestling. And you're fighting UFC, the biggest event of the world, like with like only tough athletes, the best athletes, and you have to be ready for everything.
Throughout, like in the MMA specifically, we hear of this rivalry between wrestling versus jiu-jitsu, like which is better, and wrestlers think they can beat jiu-jitsu guys and vice versa. Is that rivalry real, and do you kind of view this as you representing the jiu-jitsu world against American wrestling?
Sorry?
Você acha que tem uma rivalidade que se fala muito entre o jiu-jitsu brasileiro e o wrestling americano? Você acha que o pessoal fala da rivalidade dentro do MMA? Você acha que tem uma rivalidade, você entra com o representante de jiu-jitsu e ele do wrestling americano?
Yes, everyone asks me about that, but I don't see this way. I don't feel this rivalry, and it's gonna be MMA, maybe MMA versus wrestling or grappling, because I'm not gonna go there and try to take him down like all the time, because it's gonna be a hard thing to do it. So I prepare myself for everything, to do jiu-jitsu, to striking, to do MMA.
His last fight against Paul Craig here was, Paul Craig has high-level jiu-jitsu too, and that fight was all standing. So I guess what did you make of Bo Nickal's striking from that fight?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. A lot of people said he didn't do well, but I didn't see this way. Actually, in my point of view, he did great, and he showed everyone that he can strike for 3 rounds. So that's one thing that I need to be ready for.
And just last one, can I get your thoughts on the main event between Islam and Jack?
Oh, it's gonna be a great fight, a tough fight. But I know Islam is the favorite fighter, but I think Jack can win this fight. But it's hard, but I think he can win.
Rodolfo, right here to your left, right in front. You mentioned that he's really popular and he's got a lot of fans, but I also noticed he's got a lot of people who hate him. He seems probably one of the least popular fighters when it comes to that sense. Have you noticed a bunch of support for you, a bunch of people wanting you to win this match?
Yeah, I didn't know it was like that. I thought everyone used to like him. But no, it doesn't matter for me. Like I said, I don't think about about these things, and I just want to fight.
Obviously, he's known for his wrestling. He's as credentialed as anybody that we've had in the UFC. That said, you're as credentialed a grappler as anybody we've ever had. Do you think he's going to take that chance to try to take you down and risk getting submitted by such a decorated grappler like you?
Yes, for sure. I trained for that as well. I'm not. Like I said, I'm expecting everything, and he's a very high level wrestler. He has a very good grappling, and for sure, I think he can try to take me down and finish me. That's one thing that I'm ready for. Como é falar, eu não vou ser pego de surpresa?
I'm not gonna get caught by surprise.
If he does that, I'm just gonna get by surprise if he pull guard. The rest, no. I'm ready for everything.
Speaking of a pulling guard, I mean, you've dominated so many people when you've gotten the takedown. Obviously, he's really hard to take down. Have you had to make certain adjustments to be able to take down a guy who's that good on, in the wrestling category?
No, it's hard to find in this world like a wrestler like of his level to train with. It's impossible. But I had like good training partners, and we did a good job.
Rodolfo, right back here. On Instagram, you had mentioned that it's been nearly 6 years since you got to fight in front of a crowd. How exciting is it to be back in front of a crowd, but also a crowd at Madison Square Garden?
Yes, last time that I fought with crowd was at T-Mobile Arena. It was my second fight. And after that, I just fought at the UFC Apex. And I'm very happy. I'm very grateful with the UFC giving me this opportunity to fight in such a great event. And I just need to thank the UFC for that. I'm very excited.
And last for me, this is the quickest turnaround, if not one of the quickest turnarounds within your career. Can you tell me about the momentum that you felt coming off of that win back in August?
O quickest turnaround foi uma das voltas mais rápidas à atividade que você teve na tua carreira depois de uma luta. O fato de se voltar, isso é um quick turnaround. Como é que você se vê voltando tão mais rápido do que nunca para lutar e também depois de uma vitória?
Yeah, actually, in all my career, I just fought twice a year. And in the last 3 years, I fought once a year. So a lot of things happened out of my control that didn't allow me to fight. It wasn't because of me. I want to be more active, fight more, but I couldn't. So this year I fought February, August, and now November, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling so happy and grateful to be able to fight three times in a year. That's one thing that never happened in my career.
Thank you.
You're welcome.